I'm meteorologist Monica Woods, and we are wrapping up what has been pretty much every kind of weather that we've had for the week, with highs in the 100s and heat risk on to tropical moisture, showers, and much cooler weather, with our regional headlines holding on to some of those showers for the coast and valley. But most of that is going to press east of the state. So for the foothills and Sierra, a bit more active weather that we'll be tracking through our Friday. And you can see how this is playing out. Counterclockwise circulation of that low as it moves through the state is really going to be favoring the east side of the state, particularly the higher elevations, as well as the north end of the valley and through parts of the coastal range. That'll be the severe weather outlook for our Friday. Now, as we track some of the excessive rainfall forecasts, you can see it's falling fairly in line with that thunderstorm risk, but most of it is going to be confined to right around the Tahoe Basin on the southern end all the way into Yosemite and the central and southern Sierra. We have some burn scars that we're going to be a little bit concerned about, especially near Fresno County, where we have that garnet fire that burned about almost 60,000 acres. So there's a lot of charred out land that is very vulnerable when we get any sort of rain coming through. Headlines for our weather impact alert: the timing when through Friday. Impact is going to be showers and thunderstorms due to the tropical moisture, and we're certainly feeling it as well. That air feels really heavy right now. Stay weather aware. You need to have all those county alerts loaded on your phone in case you're traveling. And this is still a big time of year for folks to be traveling, especially through the foothills and the Sierra. It tends to be quite lovely this time of year. We'll see right around 1/10 of an inch to 1/2 inch of rain coming in during our Friday forecast, about 1/4 of an inch or so for the Tahoe Basin. The good side of this is, yes, we have the risk of thunderstorms, but we also have the wetting rain. That being said, CAL FIRE is positioning and pre-deploying extra staff to make sure that if any lightning sparked fires happen, they are able to address those very quickly instead of letting them get out of control. Our Futurecast model showing the favorable side of this storm system really on the east side of the state, and then the wraparound moisture just kind of impacting the north end of the valley through parts of the coastal range. Pretty much tapers off during the day rather quickly. Now for Saturday, we start off dry, slight chance of seeing a pop-up shower there for the Sierra, but outside of that, things are looking pretty dry and mild for the last weekend of summer, that autumnal equinox on Monday. Now, as we head into the first couple of days of fall, we are going to be tracking some more moisture streaming its way in from the south here. It looks like it's going to hold off just to the coast here. You can see a very evident counterclockwise circulation of a low. There's a lot brewing in the Pacific right now, trying to see how much of that moisture we tap into by the middle of next week. In the meantime, we're wrapping up this work week. Highs are going to be in the 60s for the Sierra. We're in the 70s to near 80 for the foothills. As we head into the central Sierra, again, we're going to be looking at the potential for flood risk. Highs are in the 70s, 80s, though, through much of the Central Valley after reaching highs deep in the 100s earlier this week. 80s for much of the San Joaquin Valley across the central coast. We're in the 60s to near 70, a little bit on the cool side of things. 60s and 70s as well for the Bay Area, with 80s inland. Moving northward, still that chance of lingering showers for today. Highs in the 60s for the coast. As we head inland, we're only topping out near 80. Again, we were really pushing upper 90s to near 100 earlier this week. So this is a nice drop in those temperatures for these last days of summer. Highs are in the lower 80s for the Sacramento Valley forecast with that weather impact alert. And then for the last weekend of summer, we are right on target. Average high, upper 80s. That's where we'll be. A little warmer for the first day of fall, and then again tracking showers next week.